All right, I'm gonna do a little walkthrough of drop off and into the environment. So as you can see, we have these little owls for social distancing. So if you have to wait before you come in, but it's like a little one-way system here to come in. So this will be the entrance and then the exit. So even if you park in the lot, you'll just have to go around to go to the entrance rather than coming away around to the staff entrance. And then to this window over here, if you can see through, here is the iPad where you can scan to sign in. And then this is where you'll drop off your child. So they'll come in, they can come take the little kid door. Oh. And then this is where Christopher will open the door, as it's always going to be locked. Thank you.
Welcome.
And then that's where your temperature will be taken. Come to this way into the kindergarten. So it enters right into our reading room, and the cubbies are right here. But the first stop they'll make is to the sinks to wash their hands. And we have the closets right here, so if they want to hang up a jacket, or if they have like a drawstring bag, which would work the best, or even hang up their mask, but we will try to encourage them to keep their mask on. But they will put their stuff here, little folders for each of them, so they can put their take-home folder, their inquiry folder in there. And we have like a mini library down here and have some books out for them for their independent reading time. So if they come early, they'll have time to look at books. And they have little sitting areas to read books. And here's the guided reading book area where a teacher will sit down with a child to look at specific guided reading books that are kind of written in a way where they have the potential of starting to read some of these words. So this is will probably be their sign-in table too. I'll have some of the activities up so they can, these are magnets that they can put up with the activities they think they'll be interested in doing that day. All right, now to get into the environment. So we have over here, starting with the morning meeting rug and risers. Right now I already have their names out. I'm gonna try some assigned seatings to begin with, but if we don't, we have X's here that just kind of show which spot they can sit in to spread themselves out. We already got some of their names up here. With nature, tried to do their names as many ways as possible so they can explore letters. And these are done with ropes. Then they have these cubbies here that will be for art. So this will be different than their cubbies, that they'll have their mask and their shoes and their take-home folder in the cubbies that in the entrance. These will be more so for artwork. There's little chairs they can sit in if they do. We have a room for 3 kids to sit on the rug with those chairs. Some more books and chapter books over here. This is our math area, but I also have here, each kid has both a writing journal and a math journal. Math journal is just made up of the grids for a lot of counting activities that we do. And when your child took a tour, I had taken a picture of them to make up our number wall. It's just a way for them to be a part of the environment and feel like it's their classroom when they come in. So this is primarily where we'll do a lot of like math activities, but of course this area will be turned into things for story workshop as well. And we have the easel right here for painting. This is our writing center where we'll have, they can use the dry erase board and they have pencils, and this is where they can mail letters to each other. But as you can see, during investigations, or maybe even we have some letters that we could also use the overhead projector for some light exploration. And this area here will be, both of these shelves really will be for them to save a lot of their work. I feel like from just the past experiences with both preschool and kindergarten, I feel like that's what they need the most, and what So even though it starts off looking kind of empty, it will be filled with their work as living art. And I have some names that they made with canvases that I hope they can do more with. All right, now moving on to, we'll have a lot of different work going on for them to create different alphabet things. Here's their block pictures that they'll get to use to save block structures or anything else for that matter in the block area. Added this platform by the request of Joaquin that he said that the Legos need to be here, so I created a Lego area. And these are the names where they'll get to save their Lego structures any way that they need to. This is our small world area with a lot of our nature animals. We got dinosaurs going on. We have some unicorns down here. And they'll get to use those spaces for both story workshop and investigations. We're gonna get some modeling clay to start off the year. And then eventually we'll get the regular clay that we have and have a little clay area here. So going outside, we might sometimes bring the easel out here. And here's, I left this bird feeder activity that kids did over the summer to kind of show some provocations and possibilities. Here is the mud kitchen that we have for our side yard. So it's like a mini version of what we have in the backyard. But this is something we use a lot for investigations when we get into measuring and recipes and things that have to do with math and science. Mixing things can happen here. And then we have some tubes and we can put ramps over here and kind of change this up for both water, or we have like golf balls or cars to do with that. A scale. A lot of different math activities that can be done there. This is where our water source is, so we have a separate kind of potions area here right now set up, and we hope to get kind of a smaller bin for water play as well. But for now we have some of that. We tried to leave as much space as possible here so that we could do obstacle courses, and like I said, turning into a lot of our story workshop and investigations provocations into like PE kind of activities. You might be able to throw things against the wall or do some things with words or numbers on there. We even have room for bikes. You know, just a couple bikes have worked pretty well when we've tried it this summer. We have another kind of meeting area. We're looking into getting some shade, like probably a little pop-up to put over here so they have a place to meet when we do investigations. Woodworking. Our lunch area. And then of course we could do woodworking here when we're not having meals and kind of switch it up. Here we're right next to the Sprouts classroom, so we get to kind of peek in there. And across from that is a magnet wall. Now let's go head out to the back. This will be kind of like, we get to still have access to the chicken and Super Chicken and Leo over here who's just coming out. But this will be the Sprouts yard. They will have this space to use. We will come through it when we go to the backyard, but we will have access to the garden at the times that they're not in here. So we have this kind of divider now. Same stuff that some of you have seen. We have music wall. We got some grapes up here. Most of you know the backyard pretty well. Just to give a little reminder. But this over here, I will cut through to show the courtyard, because this is where we will be having our PE. And so we'll be going from the other way, but at least to get a little view of the space we have. We'll move things around a lot. We have a storage that keeps all our PE stuff here. So these tables can get moved to clear it out. We've played soccer over here. We have a lot of things in here to make obstacle courses, but just to give you a reference, this is the office right here. These windows over here, the oak room. And this goes into the acorn or seedling and acorn room to their side yard area where they eat. So just giving you a little reference. Yeah, that's pretty much all the spaces they'll be using. Oh, and then I guess the other space is the upstairs space. They'll be using the art studio upstairs, which from here you can kind of see it's the door that goes up here. We can go up there to, and then the library space, which is like when you use the stairs right away nearest the kindergarten, we'll go upstairs to what used to be called the conference room. And that's it. So hopefully that gives you a visual of what the kindergarten spaces will look like. Thank you. See you soon.